I probably shouldn't try to ask a girl out on a date anytime soon.
What's up, guys? Sundance 270 here. What do we have for you today? We're gonna go with an OG classic. Well, technically not the OG, since the Peanuts, the original version. This is the 2.0. This is the Tube Terror 2.0, and if I'm feeling it a little bit later, if I feel like I can do it, Hell Tart. That's gonna be my goal. Let's see if we can do it. As you can see, this is sealed. 15 minutes, 10 to eat, 5 afterburn. You have to wait the full 10 minutes even if you get this done in like 5 minutes. Capiche? Capiche. Ooh, this is coated. These are so coated. I don't know. We may not do the Hell Tart today. Now, before I forget, like the Slipknot song. I, Sundance, I'm over 18 years of age, of sound mind, have read and understood the hot sauce product disclaimer on the League of Fire website. In summary, I accept that the League of Fire, their suppliers, and manufacturers will, under no circumstances, be responsible for or liable for any claims of injury or damage arising from me consuming this product and multiples thereof. I acknowledge and agree to this without question. Are you ready? I'm not. Wow. We'll see how I feel. It's been a minute since I've had hiccups. Alright, that's better. I want to do this Hell Tart, but I don't like the way my stomach is sitting for prep. I prep quite a bit, but I'm gonna skip the hell tart and just have a chat. Won't be the most exciting video, but heat is up there, about 6. I can remember with my past attempts, you know, these are like super coated as opposed to prior versions. Super hot. All right. Ah. All right. Yeah. I'll just make this a chat. Now Snot wants to start. I think I over prepped. Stomach is feeling way too full. Snot. I want to start. Oops. Luckily, I'm barefoot. I can pick up my toilet paper with my toes. Yeah. All right. So, I know my goal is to do like 10 of these eventually, but I don't see that happening with these super hot ones. They really up the coating on these. And this is the throat burn is killer. It's not like lips are scorched, throat burn up there. It's not like a Hellhammer Tink Swish. Everything burns differently. Hard to describe. Of course, you have to swallow your spit. That's a fun little story. You know, Hell Tart. The interesting thing about the Hell Tart, when it came along and I lost to it, it's because I'm not good with fruit and fruit textures. This is back when I was. My mom got arrested one night. My sister and I lived with her. And Dad was in another town about an hour away. My mom got arrested. So the cops took my sister and I to a foster care facility. And kind of where my aversion to fruit started was from there. It was at snack time, this kid spit out a grape on the table. So there's this little grape, just half chewed, just turned me off completely. I don't know what about it. Ever since then, it just made me so disgusted. So, an interesting thing about the Hell Tart was when I finally tried it, because I could handle something like a normal Pop Tart. It's mostly bread anyways. And but the Hell Tart, I just gave it a try, not thinking about it. It gave me so much trouble because of the jam and the texture. And lost a couple times to it, 2 or 3. and I didn't want that to stay that way. So I pushed through and I beat it a couple times. So in a way, the Hell Tart helped me overcome something that was kind of twisted up from my childhood that was screwed up. Because you should be able to eat fruit. I mean, right? It's normal stuff. People do. So there is a therapeutic benefit to finally beating the Hell Tart. And about the spit thing, anytime I'd go to bed, Mom would always like, if I wanted a cup of water or whatever, I could. And then I'd go to foster care, 9 years old. And I asked the lady for a cup of water before bed, and she's like, no, wouldn't let me have one. So I'm thirsty. She's like, no. She told me, drink your spit. I remember that vividly, still to this day. This lady wouldn't let me get a cup of water. She said, drink your spit. And so I was like, I have to go to the bathroom. And she didn't want to have to deal with a kid peeing all over the bed, so she let me go to the bathroom, and I didn't really have to pee. I faked like I was peeing, and then I drank from the sink. I went back to bed. And I don't know why, that just stayed as a weird little messed up thing in my head. You know, nobody's here to care for you anymore and worry about your needs and your wants, and you know that comfort and that that maternal stuff is gone. Because Mom wasn't a bad mom. She had her issues like everything, but I never remember really much of her being a problem in terms of, like, she never abused us. We didn't starve. She was always loving, and just she had her own personal demons and issues with other people, and it all came to a head one night. And yeah, I'm not gonna do the Hell Tart. Just be a tube of terror and a chat session. But you know, it's kind of something like this has really helped me develop in a lot of ways. It's given me, like, I remember my first tube of terror fail. I'm like kind of naturally a quitter and a very pessimistic person. Just from being, and all that messed up stuff from my childhood. Um, so when it came along to this and I lost my first tube of terror, there was something in me. It was kind of like my dad, who eventually got custody of my sister and I. It's almost like I could hear him saying, don't let that beat you. Don't quit. Oh, come on, don't let that beat you. He would encourage me. It's like to push through and actually conquer this thing. So because after my first tube of terror fail, I wanted to quit all this stuff altogether. And but I don't know. I just something was like, nah, don't quit, push, train, get better, push. And so I stayed in this thing, met new friends, pushed through things that have helped me develop my confidence and my ability to, like, not quit, even though it's kind of silly stuff. I mean, these aren't just spicy challenges, but they're an exercise in growing as a person. The Hell Tart helped me overcome something that was kind of jacked from my childhood. These challenges have helped me push through, have given me the avenue to push through and overcome things that I normally would have said, screw, it's not worth the trouble, I don't care. And I've gained a lot of positive from this stuff. It's not pleasant, cramps, burning, death spirals, they're not pleasant, but like anything in life, when everything's hardcore, life's not pretty. And so this has been a thing that I don't regret at all. But it's come with trial, error, pushing through, and I've gotten so much good stuff out of it that I don't regret it. You know, so I even, you know, hard bitten is closing down, and she's allowed to walk away. She got successful. She wants to go do something else. Haley, I wrote her a message last night, just saying, hey, you may not realize this. Just thank you for that because you played a part in me working out something that's kind of crapped up from my childhood. You know what I mean? Even though it's something stupid. You know, if you want to troll me in the comments about it, go for it. My reply is going to be okay, and you're going to be bored because I'm not going to give you what you want. But this challenge community, these spicy challenge stuff, it's, man, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I've met cool people. I've done cool things. I've seen and done great stuff. It's been an inspiration for other people to start channels. Apparently, you know, what's wrong with any of that? You know, nothing. We're just gonna leave it at that. Here's your story time. A little bit of backstory. A little bit of encouragement. You know, if you failed at things, don't be afraid to try again and push through. Decide what you want to commit your time to, and just know failure and all that is probably going to come, but that's learning, and that's where you get a chance to push through. So this is Sundance 270 signing off. That was Tube of Terror 2.0. I want to see more people do 2.0s, by the way. If you're watching right now and you haven't done a Tube of Terror 2.0, do it. They're amazing. They really burn. That's all I got for now. Thanks for watching. Peace.
So, I went and booted that tube of terror. And you're probably, what happened to your face? Medically speaking, I don't know. I had some kind of like poison oak or something going on in these areas. Not too noticeable on camera per usual. But, you know, I'm itching. I got little spots on my hands, a couple places on my body. So I go to boot that tube of terror. I come up, look in the mirror, and this is what happens. So, you still want to be a chili head?